Welcome to NVL's first media day. I want to thank the players for coming out and making it an unbelievable event.
What does it take to be a pro beach volleyball player? I think, that's why I think this is one of the world's greatest sports, because you have some of the best athletes out here that are doing everything. You really have to do every skill out on the beach, and there's only 2 of you, so you have a lot of area to cover, and you got to be athletic to make all sorts of moves to get to balls and blocking or defense, whatever it is. So it's tough, and I know a lot of pro athletes have come out here before and they're just like, oh my gosh, how do you guys do it?
For me, the ultimate is playing, Todd Rogers and Phil Dahlhauser. They're clearly the best in the world. They've dominated domestically and internationally, gold medalists. So every time I get a chance to play them, it's just exciting.
I love volleyball because not only is it a performance sport, but it's been a lifestyle for me for 5 years. And I've been able to live a fantastic life on the beach, playing a sport that is, I run around with my shorts and no shirt all summer long and I get paid to do it. It's pretty great.
Pro beach volleyball is the world's best sport because it's a sport that's outside. It's a lifestyle sport, but it's also one of the most strenuous sports you can play. It combines speed, power, athleticism, but also, when you have the ball, you gotta have touch on it, and I think it combines all sorts of athleticism. Plus, you have this rare thing in beach volleyball where you have endurance mixed into it. We can play 5 matches in a day. I mean, think about any other sport when they go out there. They get ready for 1 match pretty much, and we go out there and play sometimes 5 matches in a day. So I just think it's all wrapped up in one.
I think Misty and Carrie coming back to beach volleyball is really good for the sport, especially right now. It's kind of crucial. They're going to bring a lot of media coverage and stuff like that. But at the same time, it adds a totally new component to this Olympic qualifying process, and someone else that we have to beat. And it's going to be challenging. It's still super up in the air, whether or not they're going to be as dominant or as good as they were, before. We accept the challenge, and we're confident that we can beat them. I mean, regardless of who they play with or if they play with each other, we think we've grown a lot as a team. We think the world's grown a lot and presented us with challenges to make us better. So I think we're a completely different team than when they were playing before. And I don't know, it'll be interesting. Yeah, we're definitely ready.
It's really fun to win. When you put your time in and you put so much work and effort into it, and then you get a win, it's just unbelievable. You obtain your goal, and there's nothing like beating a team like the World Championships, Todd and Phil, in the finals.
Beach volleyball fans are some of the greatest fans in the world. They've been so supportive over the last years, and there's such a passion for the sport, and I think a lot of them really know and understand the game, which creates more passion, and it really helps drive us as athletes to know that we're being supported, and we're not $1 million sport. So to know that there's that fan base out there, cheering for us, leading us on, it really makes what we're doing mean something, and know that we're affecting people and giving kids something to strive for, and putting on a good show at the same time.
The rivalry between Todd and Phil and Sean and I has come along the last 2 years. It's a great rivalry. It's not only training as hard as you can to beat those guys, but there's a lot to it mentally. It's kind of like a chess game against those guys every time. Sean and I switch up our game plan every match because you really got to find a way to beat them. It's not just physically, it's mentally. You got to hang in there, even though they'll get some tough serves out of Phil. You just got to hang in there, even if you're 4 or 5 points down. And we've proven that time and time again. So hopefully we can keep the rivalry up this year.
The transition from indoor to beach volleyball is, it's tough. You can feel totally comfortable on the hard ground indoors. You get out on the sand and it's a whole new game. New rules, there's only 2 of you out there. It's a lot harder to jump, a lot harder to move, but it's so much more fun. You're outside, it's gorgeous, and it's just a whole new experience, and I love the challenge.
At the NVL's first media day, it was very humbling to hear how excited the players were about what we're doing.
What do I think about the NVL and Albert? I think it's great. I think, you know what, he has so much passion and desire for beach volleyball, and he's always been a leader out there with whatever tour has been going on, and he's a great player. And right now we need a domestic tour here in the States, and I think we're all excited. We're excited to see what happens and be a part of something new and be able to grow it.
I'm excited about the NVL and being able to, stay home and play domestically. And I'm hoping that year after year it can continue to grow and get bigger and just kind of maybe fill the void that the AVP left.
We know Albert can do this. We know he has the passion for this and the drive, just as any of the players that have been playing as long as he has. And we want to play at home, and we're going to support this tour as much as we can. We're going to come home from Europe, and this is the tour we're going to be playing on.
Yeah, well, Albert Hanneman, or as we know him as Albie, he's instrumental in keeping the sport alive right now, and I think he's got a vision for all the players, and he's keeping us involved, and he's got all the components to make this thing happen. And I know we're starting small, but you can see how we're going to build, and it's pretty exciting to be part of this thing from the ground up.
So I think for the players and for sponsors and promoters, it's a really great thing for them because they have somebody who knows both sides of the sport.
On the NVL, we have the biggest stars in the sport. Follow us and experience the sand.
You're watching the National Volleyball League. Experience the sand.
I'm Ryan Mariano. Join me in the NVL at the Preakness.
Hi, I'm Angie Akers. Come join me and the NVL this summer.
Hi, my name is Matt Fuerbringer. Come join me in the NVL this summer.
The National Volleyball League. Experience the sand.
Hi, I'm Nicole Branna. Join me in the NVL this summer.
The National Volleyball League. Experience the sand.
Hey, I'm Austin Rester. Join me in the NVL at the Preakness.
I'm April Ross. Come join me and the NVL this summer.
I'm Tyrone Loomis. Come join me and the NVL at the Preakness.
I'm Casey Patterson. Come join me and the NVL at the Preakness. Boom!
This is the NVL.
Experience the sand.